Now, over the course of New Scientist Live, we've seen some pretty complex robots. Well, this Binary Bots brings it back to basics. Literally, we're talking flat-packed robots. Chris, tell us a little bit more about the idea behind Binary Bots and what do we have here in front of us?
So, yeah, we're providing a smart toy kind of robot, and we're trying to get every child in the world engaged and inspired by robotics. And typically, as you say, they're quite complex things to get into. So we wanted to start with something that was a little bit simpler. In this instance, these Binary Bots are Dim and a UFO kit. Dim's a tool robot. And
what's his name?
Dim.
Dim.
It's a play on words.
Dim. Nice bit, Dim.
Yeah. Well, there's a lovely little backstory as well. So this is aimed at the younger children, sort of 5, 6 years, or if you've never done it before. So that backstory is quite crucial to get engagement. And if you look, the little orange guy is Binary. He's a little alien inventor. He makes kits and he sends them back to Earth for children to learn and play on. So,
sorry, what does he send to Earth?
Flat pack robots.
Oh, of course he does. Yes, you can tell. Yes, so the delivery that Binary has sent down to planet Earth are these flat pack robots here. Wonderful, I love it.
A little bit more advanced than Royal Mail, a bit more Space Mail. And so you see, I've got flat pack card here, and these you get several pieces, and you follow the design and you build your robot. So what's nice about this is it is your robot. You build it. It's white card, so you personalise it with the stickers that are in there, or you could make it look like a Minecraft robot or something. Colour it in. Then once you've built it, you've got this guy here, for instance, and he's very strong. So once the construction's there, it's a durable robot that you can use. Then you bring it to life. This is a BBC microbit. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's a BBC microbit computer in there. Great little invention, and it allows us to bring the robot to life. And in this case, with this little guy, for instance, if I squeeze his hands, he's programmed to just give us a little smile, which is nice. Very simple activity, but starts to teach coding with the robots.
Okay, so that is if you want to build your very own robot. Now, you mentioned the word coding. Coders, they're probably going to be the most well-paid people in the world, aren't they? Well, if they're not already, they will be in the future. Explain to us about what is going on here and the coding capabilities.
This is a virtual reality interface. So as well as with the backstory, we were going to give the opportunity to visit Binary's homeworld in virtual reality. But what's really nice about this is we wanted to do something no one's done before. There's loads of people trying to learn to code, and they're getting that visual and that auditory kind of aspect to it, so they can see it on the screen and do things, start to code. But what we wanted to do is kind of get a bit more of a hands-on approach. But how do you get hands-on coding with a virtual reality environment? So for the first time ever, we've used the Microsoft MakeCode interface and the BBC Microbits site, and we've built it into virtual reality, so the young man with the controller can actually drag and drop blocks and program in virtual reality, and that code could be used to move a robot in the real world.
So this chap here is obviously seeing what we can see on the computer in front of us. Yeah. And you said he's moving blocks.
Yeah, so if he looks at the screen, I mean, at the moment, so this is Binary's secret lab, we've called it, but if he looks at the screen and if he uses the controllers, you can see the arrow.
Okay, now we can see the screen, got it.
And you can drag and drop blocks like you would in a normal interface, like on the web or on an Android or a tablet, like an iPhone or whatever, to code, but this is in virtual reality. So what it does, it's quite surreal. You feel like you're getting hands-on with the code, you're dragging the blocks around, and in the virtual reality for him, the screen is huge. So he's moving these giant blocks around, but what's great about this is just a browser within the interface. So when he downloads the code, it could put it onto a computer and make it do something. So it's a really nice, never done before. We thought we'd do it
into
here.
the virtual reality world with your code.
Yeah, and what comes next? What comes next,
I don't know, Chris. What does come next?
Oh, yeah.
Well, hopefully by the end of New Scientist Live, we will find out. Chris, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure if you want to keep up to date with the conversation, use the hashtag NSLive. That's not Nikki Shills Live. That's New Scientist Live.